Good evening. It's Facebook Love, number 139. I hope you're doing well today. It's been super chilly and damp for a few days, trying to catch up on all the dryness outdoors in this area. Thank God we're not on fire. Other parts of the country are on fire. Some people are in flooding. The Midwest continues to be, I think, the safest place to be, especially by Lake Michigan. Pardon me, but we're still having a pandemic. I started this because of a pandemic. And today the news is that our current occupant in the White House was well aware, as early as the first week of February, that the virus was extremely dangerous and contagious and nothing at all like the flu. And he chose not to ask people to do things to stay safe, which just is infuriating because we have almost 200,000 Americans dead, millions who've been ill, many who have illness that is not going away. It is not like a cold or the flu at all, and a couple of people that I know are what they're now calling long haulers, where they are so sick and there is so much to do and their livelihood is in jeopardy and their health is, they just don't know what's going to happen. So I found some poems that made me really sink into being, because whenever something is very upsetting, I just need to be a creature. I need to be a person and not let those big things be in the way while they are still important. And the most important things about being a creature are loving, forgiving, our senses, the way we experience music, our work, our feet on the ground, our toes in the grass, etc. So I found a few pieces like that. This first one is by Naomi, Shihab, who is an American poet who I believe is or was our official poet of Chicago. This piece is called Songbook, and it's from the year 2014. Oh, she even has a little explanation. I'm going to add this. This is a quote from Naomi Shihab. Last week, a magical Casio keyboard came to stay in our house one night only. Some young friends manipulated the buttons so it began playing its entire 100 contained songs in automatic succession. Then a poem arrived as well. Songbook. Tiny keyboard bearing the massive reverie of the past, press one button. We're carried away on a country road, marching with saints, leaving the Red River Valley. Here is every holiday you hated, every hard time, each steamy summer wish. You closed your eyes in the wooden stairwell, leaning your head against the wall, knowing a bigger world loomed. It's still out there, and it's tucked in this keyboard too. Now we are an organ. Now we are an oboe. Now we are young or ancient. Now we are smelling wallpaper in the house our grandfather sold with every cabinet, table, and doily included. But we are still adrift, floating, thrum full of longing, layers of sound. Songbook by Naomi Shihab. Being a musician, I know what that feels like. My husband likes to say that music is magical. I think it's the language of the universe. I really do. Here's a piece by another one of our fantastic American poets that to me is kind of an elegy for all the people who have left us because of a virus and massive amounts of illness that was preventable. And we know this because countries all over this world have done better than America has. It's also a very special type of poem, so you may recognize that this is in a particular style. This piece by Natasha Trethewey is called Myth. I was asleep while you were dying. It's as if you slipped through some rift, a hollow I make between my slumber and my waking. The Erebus I keep you in, still trying not to let go. You'll be dead again tomorrow, but in dreams you live. So I try taking you back into morning. Sleep heavy, turning, my eyes open. I find you do not follow. Again and again, this constant forsaking. Again and again, this constant forsaking. My eyes open. I find you do not follow. You back into morning. Sleep heavy, turning. But in dreams you live. So I try taking, not to let go. You'll be dead again tomorrow. The Erebus I keep you in, still trying. I make between my slumber and my waking. It's as if you slipped through some rift, a hollow. I was asleep while you were dying. Myth by Natasha Trethewey. If you've lost anybody that you were very close to, and if you have very vivid dreams where things can be very logical and yet completely confused, and those things are both true, you know this feeling. Remember to dig into being a creature, and don't let anger take you over. Stay hopeful. This is Facebook Love. I'll see you again.